This country's first refugee legislation came in 1948, helping almost 500,000 Europeans flee communist regimes. Since 1975, the U.S. has admitted almost 4 million refugees. Now, Homeland Security has 90 days to determine whether the program should restart, something resettlement advocates say creates challenges, especially for persecuted Christians. In his first day in office, President Trump suspended refugee admissions with an executive order that stated the country lacks the ability to absorb large numbers of migrants, and in particular refugees. Matt Soerens, a vice president with World Relief, says this action had a negative impact on families awaiting resettlement.
Because our staff have had to call family members who are already here in the United States who've been resettled in recent months or years or decades, and who had loved ones who perhaps had been waiting in a refugee camp 10, 15, 20 years, who finally had been approved for resettlement, and we had a travel date, and we've had to call and let the stateside folks know that, at least for the immediate future, that travel has been canceled. And it's a devastating conversation to have.
While the executive order calls for a 90-day review, agencies like World Relief that rely on government funds worry about budget cuts following the president's new deportation order and immigration policies.
We still believe we have an obligation to those whom we have already invited to fly to the United States. Our government arranged those flights. We made a commitment to them that we provide some very basic support. They've got basic food and other basic necessities so that we can help them then to find a job, to be economically self-sufficient.
Open Doors USA serves persecuted Christians around the globe, and CEO Ryan Brown applauds America's long-standing policies of welcoming refugees.
Things is the U.S. has historically just been that beacon, if you will, that symbol of hope, that of a place where the weary and huddled masses are able to receive that sanctuary.
According to his organization, current reports indicate around 380 million Christians worldwide are persecuted because of their faith. That would include places like Sudan, Iran, Iraq, and Myanmar, where following Jesus can lead to imprisonment, violence, or worse. Brown says if the U.S. dramatically reduces or ends its resettlement program, those fleeing religious persecution are likely to be affected.
The majority of the Christians that we work with, they recognize that they have an opportunity in the midst of their persecution. For those that are denied opportunity, it is, for some of them, it is the net effect is a death sentence, because they have literally no other opportunities, with the persecution that they are facing. For the U.S. to close its borders from those that needing and seeking that sanctuary because of their faith in Christ, it's a discouraging message.
Charlene Aaron, CBN News.